Welcome to Expresspack, developed by Simon Whalley and Tony Wright. A pack of pictures to help groups and individuals speed up conversations and express thoughts and feelings. And we just simply open up the box as you would with a normal pack of cards. Each card contains a separate image which allows people to express thoughts and feelings. Okay, so let's have a look at the images in more detail. You'll see that there is a wide variety of different images. We've spent an extensive amount of time researching different images. Hopefully this allows people to express those thoughts and emotions they do have. You will notice within the pack there is a question mark which kind of gives people a go-to if they are struggling to find an image which will express the emotion or thought that they are having. Okay, so we've had a lot of fun getting the pack together, and we hope you have a lot of fun using them, get a lot out of them, and here's just a few more ideas to help you on your way.
Okay, I'm just going to talk through very quickly a few of the physical ways that you can use the pack. I think the key message first of all is that there will be lots of different preferences, and the key thing of course is to make sure that you are using a style and encouraging people to use them in a way that plays to their strengths, and that might be different to the way that you would choose to use the pack personally. So be wary of dominating with your style perhaps. The ways I've seen people use the packs, they'll quite often have the pack in their hand and thumb through the pack and maybe pick out a few images and say, yeah, these are ones that had some resonance for me initially. Yeah, that says something to me, I'll need to think about that. The other way, I've seen people get quite orderly and lay every card out until they're all out in front of them, the whole pack is laid out, and then they begin to look through the cards and think through it. And other people are a little bit more random, so they'll have quite a mess on the table, but they'll be sorting it out in their own minds. So again, lots of different ways that you can use the packs, and bear in mind that you might be working with a group, and each individual in the group might have a pack of cards, and they may be choosing to use them in different ways as individuals within the group, and that's not a problem at all. Let people play to their strength. So I'm just going to talk through a few examples of the type of subject matter that you could use the Expresspacks for. One subject matter that lends itself well to the Expresspacks is change. So we've often used them to say, describe what the current situation is. So these are the pictures that resonate with me about the current situation. So these let me talk through these now. These are the ones that I want for that. Was what would I like the future to look like? Well, I'd like it to be more like these things. This is my vision for the future. And it could even be that if we're going to move from here to here, then maybe we need to be a little bit more like this in order to make that transition, or I need to be more like this. So bear in mind you can use it for individual change or for organisational change. Some of the other things that you could use the cards for would be to think about, how does a situation make you feel? What is your response to a situation? What was your reaction? So that happens once every 2 or 3 weeks. This person does that, and the effect it has upon me is it leaves me feeling these things. So this describes how I'm responding or reacting to the situation. You can use the cards for feedback. So in thinking about another individual, which card would you say represent your perception of that person? So maybe it's this one and a little bit of that one. So that's the cards that I would use to describe that person, how I perceive them. And then equally, of course, you can use it for some self-perception. So how am I seeing myself at the moment? Well, I think I'm like this. This is what I'm like. And sometimes in those situations, I'm more like that. So you can use it for feedback and for self.
In the next clip, I'll be talking through some questions I'd been asked about the strategic direction of my business, a bit of a review of last year and looking forward to next year. So I picked 3 cards to represent last year. Here we have the mother and baby. This represents love for me, and it's not really a business, often a word that's used in business, but it's something I've tried to create really strong, deep relationships with our clients and also with the staff that work within the business. And yeah, I'm pretty happy from last year that that's something we succeeded on doing. Second picture here is one that I refer to often as the laughing horse. I'm very serious about the future of the business, and taking it forward. But when I look back and when I look at work, it's going to be enjoyable. And again, this picture for me really represents that. It helps me remember that we've had some great times along the way and we've enjoyed the journey. And the last picture I picked out when asked about the last year was the two hearts, which again has an element of love. It has an element of just connection with people, and obviously most personal development work is all about connection, so maintaining that connection. So if we're looking ahead and making me think a little bit about the future, obviously for the year ahead I need to have some goals, I need some strategic objectives, I need to be planning, we need to be getting those goals in place. And I don't like to over plan, but we do need enough structure to make sure that we have some plans for the business. I'm really keen, when I set the business up 8 years ago, I was really keen and want to maintain this, that people who work with me in the business enjoy that, enjoy a challenge, enjoy being part of a team and perform. So we're always only as good as the last piece of work we've done. And I'd like to maintain that. And again here I've just got the joker, which perhaps refers back and has helped me keep in my head, let's have some enjoyment along the way with this journey. Far too much business can be taken far too seriously. So as you were listening to me there, either as a coach or a manager, you're probably thinking of some more questions that you'd like to ask me, some areas that you'd like to dig into in a bit more depth, get me to explain things a bit further. But the pictures kind of give you an in and starts me talking quite quickly about the year I've had and the year I'm looking forward to next year and what I need to get in place. We hope this introductory video has given you a bit of a feel for Expresspack, how images can help people express thoughts and feelings quicker. We're happy to help you along the way to using them. We hope you enjoy using them. We've certainly seen a lot of people develop and use them already and speed the progress of individuals and teams, which is their primary aim. So good luck and enjoy.